Hey everyone, I'm sitting out in my backyard, and just reflecting on this past weekend and figured I'd do a quick recap of the conference, the business and all the things. So I left Friday. Of course, I was so nervous. For anybody that knows me, knows that I rely way too much on my husband. Um, Whenever we go anywhere, he kind of gets us there and I just follow suit, right? And getting on a plane, is overwhelming for me. Putting my carry-on up in the bin, getting up and using the bathroom in front of people, like, it just causes me so much anxiety. So, anyway, I was traveling to Atlanta by myself. I was meeting up with some girls, that I've never met before. I mean, I knew them from Facebook and some of the groups we're in, but we've never met each other. So I had a direct flight, thankfully, from Portland to Atlanta. And then I ended up meeting a new friend of mine, Tara. She's my direct upline, or in the upline, I should say. And we navigated the Atlanta airport together and got to the hotel and all the things. And we ended up meeting with the group of people that we hung out with. And it was just something I've never experienced before. It's really hits different when you are in a room full of people that are where you want to be, right? They say that we become most like the 5 people we spend time with. Um, and I truly believe, like, if I wanna be better, if I wanna do more, if I wanna make more money, if I wanna expand my growth, right, I need to be around people that are where I wanna be, where I wanna go, and that was what this weekend was. There were so many conversations and discussions, like, that just blew my mind, things I've never considered because someone like myself, right? I came from humble beginnings. My parents never really had much, always stretching the dollar, lived paycheck to paycheck. In much of my adult life, it was the same exact way. So to think beyond just paying bills, right? You work to pay your bills, you work to pay your bills, and if you're lucky, you get to save enough to go on vacation. If I never really thought about other ways to make money and build wealth. I mean, I've been in network marketing since 2015. So I've kind of dabbled in it and understood it and understand the importance of having multiple streams of income. Like, I get all that, but this just hit different. The conversations, the people, the energy, like, people are motivated to do better, to do more, to help others, to give back. It was just something pretty dang special. So Friday, right out of the gate, we ended up meeting. There's a select few of us that met, traveled by like a limo bus thing to the Porsche Experience Center, where we all got a turn to be passenger in a Porsche, and they went 100 miles an hour over the track. We went around twice, and I got the nervous giggles. It was just so awesome. Um, anyway, again, anybody that knows me knows, like, I'm slow and steady and safety first and all the things, but that was so freaking cool. And then we had an evening kind of launch of the conference. That was cool, and just the energy again and the people. He had DJ Baby Drew, who is well known. He's DJ'd for the Kardashians, for Chris Brown. Yeah. So he was with us all weekend, DJ'd the entire event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We also had Jake Hamilton perform for us. For those of you that don't know him, he is a musician and he's well known for his song, The Anthem. If you've never heard it, I encourage you to do so. For those of you who do listen to Christian music, you probably know who he is. But yes, that was Friday night. We did Friday, we did the Porsche experience, and then we kicked off conference. And then Saturday was conference. We had a VIP lunch, which was super cool and intimate. It was just a small group of people, and they had a panel. And then Saturday night, we had a gala at the Boston, no, not Boston, the Georgia Aquarium in the Ocean Ballroom, which was so cool. The food was fantastic. DJ Baby Drew was there. He DJ'd the entire night. We had Jake Hamilton there. He performed the anthem for us. And then also the CEO, Josh Phelps, had a couple there. He invited a married couple from India who he has done work with. So a little backstory on Josh. He was grown up, his father was a pastor, and they did mission trips that they went from one mission trip to another, to another, to another. And so through his work with mission trips, he met this couple and, they have taken in over 300 children since, like, 2015, mostly being trafficked or just kinda dropped off on the street. They tend to get them from the red light zones, I guess is what they call it. Currently, they have 16 girls, and they're trying to build a girls' home, but they need another $15,000 to do that, and their grocery bill every month is, like, over $3,000. It's insanity, right? So, to feed all those kids, and so, they're doing what they need to, but they have it in their hearts to give these kids what they need, give them a safe, stable home. So Josh announced at the gala, and they didn't know this. They were just invited to the conference. They didn't know they were being presented with anything. So he shared at the gala that Finance Pro Mission is giving them $15,000 to finish, the home that they're building for these girls, and they're gonna pay the food bill for several months to take that burden off of them. So, that was when he launched Finance Pro Plus Missions, and so this is our first mission, but there's gonna be missions across the globe, both in the US and international, and it's pretty dang special. And that brings me to the other thing. So I think it was Friday, back up a day, Friday. So when we got there, Tara met me at the airport. My hotel room was already ready. I had told the hotel I was staying in, I was gonna be there about 9 AM, and so when I got off the plane at 9 AM, my hotel was ready. So pretty cool. Tara's hotel was not. So we dropped our stuff in my room and we went and we did our things. We did the Porsche experience, all the things, right? So later in the afternoon, we were at Tara's hotel to see if her room was ready, and we saw a girl sitting in the waiting area, the lobby, crying. And she proceeded to say that she had flew this was a layover. Atlanta was a layover for her. She flew from, I think, North Car no, Colorado to Atlanta for a layover to get over to one of the Carolinas. I don't remember if it was north or south, but the connecting flight, she missed the connecting flight, and so she was stuck because the next flight didn't leave until the next day. She didn't have enough money to get a room. She had her Cash App. She doesn't have a credit card or anything, but she has a Cash App and she has the Cash App card, right? And so in the Cash App, she had like $150 and she had $20 cash on her. So she was trying to supplement her Cash App card with a $20 bill, but the hotel she was trying to get didn't take cash. It's just one thing after another. So anyway, long story short, I was with Tara and another lady, Monique, that I had just met. And we all kind of looked at each other and were like, okay, how do we help? How do we help? And so we ended up giving this girl $70 in her Cash App so then she could use her Cash App card to get a hotel for the night so she was safe. There's nothing more scary in being in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia by yourself, not any money, and no place to stay. So that was that was a pretty cool experience, for everybody, right? She was thankful. We were just so blessed to be there for her. And so that was a pretty cool experience. So anyway, talking about the mission, that Finance Pro has, that brought up that story for me. So anyway, the gala was great. We danced the night away. It was open bar for beer and wine, though people were, you know, being responsible and, not taking advantage of that. Sunday, we started off with, Sunday morning worship with Jake Hamilton. He did the worship. I had to leave early, sadly, because my flight was leaving Atlanta to come home, so I wasn't able to stay, physically there, but I was able to catch the live stream while I was at the airport waiting for my flight and when I was on the plane. So I was still able to plug in and hear all the things. So that is a recap of my weekend. It was beyond special. There's really no words to describe the power, the energy, the people, the community, all the things. I'm so thankful I was there. And even though I was able to listen to the live stream at the airport, there was like a missing piece, right? Like I longed to be there. And if I could do it all over again, I would have made it so I came home today, Monday, and not yesterday, so I didn't have to miss it in person. But another exciting thing they shared is they're gonna have another weekend conference thing in Miami, Florida, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. And he has a yacht. I mean, how cool is that, right? So, yeah. Anyway, the business part of it, for those of you that don't know, Finance Pro Plus is kind of the overall company, but within that company, there's different vehicles, right? There's different platforms. One is the wireless, and Finance Pro is partnering with AT&T, so people can get wireless service through Finance Pro, and it will be off the AT&T towers. At this time, Finance Pro does not have phones, so you have to bring your phone. Um, but it's super affordable. So you could sign up as a customer or an agent. The choice is yours, whatever is better fit for you. There's streaming, which is live streaming, so it's not going to replace like Netflix and on-demand stuff, right? With like Hulu, but it can replace Hulu Live, YouTube Live, cable, whatever you might have for live TV. It'll have live sports, it'll have premium channels. 74.95 as a customer, 99.95 as an agent. There's also Pro Wellness. It's not health insurance, but it can provide coverage slash savings for you if you don't have insurance or if you have a high deductible. It's a supplement to insurance. It's not health insurance, but it covers labs, virtual doctor visits, um, telehealth counseling, and depending on what plans, one of the plans does cover some medication. So there's different options. You can do an individual plan, you can do a family plan, those types of things. And then there is Pro Freedom, which is essentially similar to a bank account, but it's not a bank account. But it's where you can hold your cryptocurrency or even traditional American money or whatever you have. You'll have a debit card, you can take money out, there's no spending limits, right? You can use your money when you want. There's no bank telling you you can't take out X amount of money. You could take out up to $10,000 out of an ATM a month. Um, so it's just another avenue of being able to save your money. And if you are an agent and you get this service, they can pay your commission right away. The day they pay you is the day it posts. There's no like holding time. You know how sometimes with the bank when a deposit's made, they hold the money for a little while before you can access it. That won't be the case with this. And then there's pro trading, which is only for international folks. But if you're in the US and you have people you know internationally, you can still sell it to them if you're an agent and they want to be an agent. So there's all kinds of opportunity here. There is an opportunity call tonight where there's going to be all the information given by the CEO, how to get in, how to lock in, how to build momentum, how to earn a commission, the compensation plan, all the things. So I would encourage you, if you have even just a little bit of interest, jump on the call. It's not a Zoom, so like you won't have your face shown. It's a webinar style. So like you log in, you can hear and see, but they can't hear and see you, right? You do have the opportunity to ask questions. You could put it in the chat box and they can answer those. But so you could be in your PJs in the comfort of your own home, not worrying about what you look like or whatever. But I would highly encourage you to be on to do that and learn about the different platforms and then agent being a customer versus an agent, those types of things. Um, I won't get into the compensation plan, but I tell you what, there's nothing like it in the network marketing industry, and it's so simple, so simple. Like anybody that's been in network marketing knows that compensation plans can be pretty complex and hard to follow and have all these legs and all the things, but it's simple. You only have three legs you're building. Everything else is spillover, so you're building the three people under you, and it has to be balanced. You can't have like one power leg and the others not. Like it all has to be balanced. So it's pretty cool. So not only are you building yourself, you're building your team. So it truly is a community effort. Um, in all ways. So, anyway, I wanted to do a recap of the weekend and the business. And I've talked to several people already who are interested in being on tonight. So make sure you reach out if you want that link, and I'll make sure you get it. So anyway, I wish you all well. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon.